Jesus Christ. I thought this was going to be like a 2-hour thing and it ended up being like a 7-hour thing. Also, I have to figure out NDI. I haven't even done that yet. Ugh. I have a big boy desk. Wait. What's been going on today? Anything exciting or fun? I don't know why I just took this picture because I can't show you it yet, so. Because I have to figure out how to... I strongly recommend playing E33 with a controller. Do I still have a controller or did I throw them all away? Did you end up getting a flexi spot? No, I got like the lift desk thing. The conductor drum is mild. Well, somebody hop in and give me the drama. We can talk about it while I figure out if it's possible to make NDI work. Check the Reddit post. A boy called Sue got IP banned. Oh no. How do you guys make drama out of nothing? Like it's just streaming movies. I don't understand how everything has to be so dramatic with you guys. Tristman, hello. Are you part of the conductor drama?
Nope. I just joined in and it worked.
I don't think it was that funny. Was it?
I didn't think I'd get this far. It might have been that funny. I don't know. I'm seeing some little W's, so.
Okay, well, lol W indeed. Okay, DRT is here. What's up?
Hey, is my mic okay this time?
Yep, it's beautiful. Where's the opposing conductors? None? Okay, well, then I guess you have the floor. What's up?
I made a post manifesto thing.
You made a manifesto. The DGG Conductor Manifesto. Elections, favoritism, and unfair bans. Oh my god. Fuck it. Read it to us while I look at NDI. Go.
Oh fuck. I'm really nervous.
Okay, never mind. I'll read it. Fuck it. Hold
oh.
on. The reason behind this post is to document what I believe is abuse of mod powers and favoritism by Rin Lux and to clear possible misconceptions about me. I became a member of the DGG and subreddit community in 2018, mostly posting on Reddit and stream chat. In February 2024, I started conducting movie streams in DGG. In October 2024, conducting became regulated, and I was voted by chat as one of the original official conductors. I love cinema and the experience of watching with chat, so it was my pleasure to have played around 120 movies/shows. Title, Removing from Conducting, 18th of May 2025. I got banned from conducting for playing the show that won the poll after Rinlux disagreed with the results of the poll and told me not to play it, and told me to not play it. I have not streamed since that day and have followed community rules. This is a brief summary I wrote back then, and the incident was already covered on stream, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Next header, Inconsistent and Biased Moderation, May 24th through August 23rd of 2025. On May 24th, Dan suggested a representative democracy system for DGG movies. Destiny agreed and also suggested that there should be regular conductor elections every 2 months. Despite Destiny agreeing with Dan's election suggestions and bringing it up again later when I debated Pisco, Rinlux has never seriously entertained elections and shuts down the idea when it's brought up. Source 1 and Source 2. In response to this point, Rinlux might say, I, quote, care too much about this, end quote. I'm making this, quote, too big of a deal, end quote. But I feel I'm bringing up reasonable concerns, and he is downplaying, dismissing, and crazy-making anything I say. On July 19th, Pickles Nathan asked and got $50 to stop streaming a movie when this was against the rules, and he had previously been warned about this. Rinlux initially polled chat if he should get no punishment, 7-day ban, or 30-day ban, trying to split the ban vote. Chat voted overwhelmingly for a 30-day ban, and then Rinlux banned him for just 3 hours after a gulag between Pizza and Pickles Nathan. When Pizza confronted Rinlux about the incident, he said he doesn't expect Pickles Nathan to misbehave, unlike me, so that's why he isn't getting a real punishment. What does he base this bad opinion of me on? Who knows? In response to this, Rinlux might say, who cares, it's only $50, he'll behave next time, unlike DRT0. But it's a clear difference in treatment based on nothing besides his feelings about the chatter, even though I haven't indicated in any way I'll do some dumb shit the second I play one movie. On August 11th, YKY, Chacha, Tort, Just Brandon, Wise Pie streamed 7 full-length movies outside of permitted times. For this, they only got a weekend suspension from conducting, whereas I got 14 days of suspension for going less than 1 hour overtime on April 13th. In response to this, Rinlux might say, they were punished, you just want more blood. But it's clear that the punishments don't match the offense. They match his feelings about the offender. The current incident, August 23rd, 2025. YKY proceeded to play a show called Temptation Island that wasn't even on the poll, even though Rinlux had said that only N4Y can be played after it won the poll. What is N4? I don't know. Okay. YKY did not mention anything about getting permission before playing Temptation Island. His messages in DGG even indicate otherwise. Sometime after, RTBA calls out YKY for going against the poll, but neither YKY nor Rinlux say or indicate that he had permission beforehand. In response to this, Rinlux might say, polls aren't that important. The show he played was fine as well, but for some reason, the polls matter a lot when I was making them, and they mattered enough for him to say only N4Y can be played after it won. Next title, My Ban from DGG, the next day, August 24th, 2025. I asked Rinlux if he's going to ban YKY from conducting for going against the poll and his instructions, worse infractions than what I've spent months being banned for. Rinlux tells me he gave permission to YKY beforehand, so it's not a problem. They still went against the poll. I asked Rinlux if he can send me a screenshot of that permission because what he's saying goes against both of their prior statements. I asked YKY the same thing a few minutes later to try and confirm it. Less than a minute after asking YKY, I got banned from DGG chat. The next day, I found out that I was unbanned in the middle of the night without any explanation. In response to this, Rinlux might say, you are schizo to ask for a screenshot, you are stalking us, you are shit-stirring, you are crazy to ask, DM us. But a screenshot wasn't hard for YKY to take and send, so I got banned in less than a minute by you. It wasn't crazy for you to ask for detailed analytics and logs whenever my truthfulness was called into question in May. It wasn't shit-stirring or stalking whenever the conductors would laugh it up with people, calling me a pedophile, a Russian orc, a botter, a cheater, etc. Before this, I hadn't DM'd YKY since May and only DM'd Rinlux 2 weeks ago after potentially conducting again and conductor elections, sources 3, 4, and 5. I used to chalk his downplaying and flimsy rationalizations up to a difference in opinion, but after recent events and what I've read he's been saying to other people about me, I believe he has a personal issue that motivates his reasoning and actions against me. I haven't done anything to antagonize Rin Lux, nor has he offered any warning or feedback about what I'm doing wrong for him to hold such a bad opinion of me. In the time I've been banned from conducting, I've talked with Pisco, Hutch, Wick TV, and others, made a few videos. 2 of them got positive feedback on stream and have advocated for what I believe in. I'm not saying this for clout/promo, but to show that I am not some random schizo who just wants drama in the community. Conclusion / too long didn't read. Rin Lux is using his mod privileges to punish people he doesn't like, to ignore / downplay infractions from people he likes, and to decide on things like elections himself instead of being transparent and letting the community decide. I'm not sure if this post will lead to change in DGG, but I always hope for the best and will continue participating in the community. Thank you for reading. Wow. The whole crew is here. What do you all have to say for yourselves? Rin Lux and a boy called Sue. Wait, whose side is he on? Is he a bad guy or a good guy? Or who's...
He was shit stirring, so I banned him, but I unbanned him because he's a cute guy.
I said, quote, Rin Lux, you represent everything that is wrong with internet moderation. By the way, Pepe laugh. And
Exactly.
And you got permabanned.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really have a dog in this fight. I just hate internet generator. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, fair.
I laid out, I think, what I had to say.
Rin Lux, you've been accused of playing favorites. How do you respond to these charges?
Did he put the DMs in the post? I didn't read the post. But I felt like I was pretty open with that I was, learning, and this is the first time I've ever modded a community, and, I thought that, as things go on, I'll make mistakes and I'll learn from them, and I felt like I was a little too harsh on what the rules should be, and I've kind of learned to make conductors a little bit more powerful and able to, decide things on their own, whether that be, in this case with the Temptation Island was the most recent thing. And then there was also the over hours thing that I corrected them on because I thought that it was bad, but I didn't know exactly how to correct them. I wasn't sure if an IP ban from chat was the best idea, so I decided just banning them from the timing of, it was, I think, like maybe 12 hours during the actual conducting. So yeah, I'm learning, and there were some overcorrections at certain points, but that's all it was, I think. I don't think that I have played too much of a favorite, except for the fact that I think that I do favor people who actually embody the spirit of the rules that I think are good for DGG. So for people like Pickles Nathan, I've sat on him for a while. He was banned for maybe 5 months after RTBA banned him from conducting, and yeah, I have kind of tried to decide who I think is better for conducting and stuff like that by the virtue of it, not necessarily their actions.
Wow. Well, do you have anything to say in response to this? Dirt.
Can I ask?
Wait,
some
yeah, go
stuff?
for it.
So, for instance, the Pickles Nathan thing, was he warned previously to not ask for money or get money for streams?
I don't remember. I think that if there was, I think like I said, he was banned before. Since I unbanned him, I don't think that there was an incident prior.
I'm pretty sure he was warned for this by RTBA, and also I think Pizza, before he streamed, told him was talking about this, and also in the rules before he did that thing, it was explicitly said that you shouldn't monetize the stream.
Yeah.
Then also, why after chat voted for 30-day ban, you memed the first vote and tried to gulag Pizza and Pickles Nathan?
Yeah, because I didn't know it was true at the time, I don't think. If you're talking about But there was that time I was still collecting evidence and people were adding me, I think, and so I was like,
So,
well, okay, if whoever's right here will win, and then that's what we'll go through with it.
so the first poll, if no punishment won on the first poll, you would have still banned him.
I probably would have still put them in the gulag.
So what was the point of the first poll?
You should know, and Destiny should know too. If you go to my Russell logs and you search my name and you put in straw poll, you'll get over, I bet, 500 results before I was even mod. I like to poll. That's what I like to do.
You like to poll moderation decisions, and when the vote doesn't go your way, you do another moderation decision?
Do you think I like pickles? I don't like pickles. We were
can't
friends before
read
TOT.
your
I
mind.
don't know.
I don't know how much friends we were.
I literally messaged you saying that I banned you for, like, just because chat was upset that one time. That was literally the only reason. I didn't think you did anything wrong. Was that, then all of a sudden one day I flipped on you and hated you?
I think how can I say it? I think the movie thing has become very cliquey, and I wasn't part of the clique even from the start. The only reason I got into the position was because I was one of the people who voted for it.
Yeah, and you didn't mention that I was the one who recommended you be on that poll, though.
Chat was spamming for me to be on the poll. It wasn't like
Yeah, but you're saying you weren't part of the
suggesting.
clique, but I was part of the clique, apparently, and yet Tommy K hates me now. He won't even come into chat, so he's not part of the clique anymore. Pizza hates me for not polling, so I just no one in who's a conductor right now was originally conductor except for me. There's no clique anymore. It's just us.
I think the new clique is people who like are around you.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe that's true. But then again, like I said, is for a lot of these people, I think that I try to pick the virtues, and so we kind of align, I think. Same with the moderation. That's why I picked Tina. That's why I gave Mitch mod, is because the things that they kind of said and the things that they acted and the ways they acted kind of exemplified their virtues and how they wanted to do things. And I've mentioned before that I didn't feel the same way for a lot of things that you did. Like when you, like the thing that I initially came up was, I don't know, I guess you didn't go live that time, but I remember Tina warned you about hate watching when you were going, I don't know if you were going live or were about to, for watching Hassan after you had been banned for conducting at some point. And so that's just like one thing that pops in my mind of that type of
The hate watching
behavior.
So I had done hate watching streams without any problem from the mods, like even people encourage it. And then when I did it that one time, Tina told me it's against the rules. I asked, is it, or something along those lines. He said yes, and I quit the stream immediately.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and I didn't say that was wrong. I'm
Because
just saying
it
that type of inclination is with the problem that I thought, because everyone else that I have in the conductor Discord, I think, doesn't like hate watching, like that type of thing.
But
It
that
just feels like
wasn't the
another
rule.
type of thing, yeah.
That was a new rule. I didn't like it was a rule from that day, I think.
Yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, just to clarify, I'm not talking about the rule, I'm just saying that type of behavior I felt like was bad for the community. And so from there on, a lot of the people I've picked have been people who don't like that behavior. So yeah, I don't think you broke the rules then at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that type of behavior, whether or not it was against the rules, I didn't like.
Okay, what do you expect I will do if I conduct one movie or two movies or five movies? What do you, like you say that you don't
You probably do
expect
nothing. It was just the fact of, and I can bring up another message I sent to someone else. It just feels like I can't trust you as much as other people. I think I sent Pizza this, or just the people that I allow to conduct and don't allow to conduct is people who I can trust, and me being the head mod and head conductor, I feel like it's kind of important. That's kind of. I think I've messaged you as much.
What do you base your feelings of trust on for people?
It's
and
kind of complex,
feelings
don't you
of
think?
untrust? Well, like if I had a huge, like, I don't know, like, I think it should be based on something.
Yeah, of course, but there's at a certain point. I mean, I can't give you a test to be like, oh yeah, then I can 100% trust that you're not gonna, do some dumb shit. I mean, I can give you rules. Well, here's how I would phrase it. It's an easy way to test whether or not you would be revoked at conductor rules, but it's a hard thing to test whether or not you should be granted amnesty again. For pickles, I said as much. I said, okay, there has to be two things. There has to be chat has to overwhelmingly vote for it, and conductors have to vote for it, as well as mods or whatever. And we did it, and I think that most people, it was him, Sorry, and someone else. They each got like 50% or whatever. And then I forget, I don't even know if I did the back end vote. But it's just like, is that a good enough thing to like allow someone back in? I don't really know. I've put out things about wondering what else I should do. I'm not really sure, but it never really feels satisfactory to me. I don't know.
Why not just let the community decide with elections?
Because, well, when we had the community dictate stuff like that, it was not very good. But, yeah.
Was it? Wasn't it?
I mean, we voted for Leon, and it got played, and we got movies banned for months. Sometimes community's wrong.
We voted for like thousands of movies at this point, and you bring up one.
You just brought up you just said, was it that bad? And I said, well, that time that movies got banned for like a month, yeah, that was bad. I'm just saying, it can be bad.
Do you seriously think it was because of Leon?
It was bad because people complained to Destiny because they felt uncomfortable in chat. That's why it got banned.
Do you think people complained about movies that time because of Leon only?
That was one of the causes. It was a general chat behavior, though. And the general chat behavior was pushed by chat. So there needed to be
If I remember correctly, the whole reason movies got cracked down back then was because it would be non-stop movies 24/7, and people got really pissed off about it and complained to Destiny. I think one of the people was Calcifer, and he's been on this crusade against movies from forever, and he got his wish to.
I think it was Pastel Dallas who was the real push behind it.
I have a question on that
That's
point.
those things I saw was women, but yeah.
Why are movies only allowed during certain times, but XQC embeds are allowed all the time?
True.
And they should chat
Actually,
way
true.
More. So I think we should just allow music or movies the entire time, no?
True. Well, I was going to do the opposite. I think we should ban XQC embeds. True.
Nice meme. You're like the biggest XQC dicksuck on the chat, but
that is not true. That is not true. I only have at least like 3 items of merch from him. But if chat legit, if for 1 week we could do without XQC, I'd absolutely ban it. It would be a fun time.
Wait, did Destiny tell you to go for it in regards to elections?
Well, through an intermediary. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means, well, when you say they can, is can passive or or is it saying should?
Did he say they can go for it?
Did they say can?
Did Destiny say they can go for it in regards to movies?
Yeah, and is can passive or not?
What does go for it mean?
If I tell you you can get a bag of pretzels from the cabinet, what does that mean?
That you can go and get it.
Yeah. Does it mean that you have to go get that bag of pretzels, or can you get the bag of chips as well?
Wait, I'm confused. Can you
it might be,
talk like a person? Like talk to the actual thing we're talking about?
So if I say, hey, you can do elections, does that imply, hey, you have to do elections?
But in the context of asking if we should do elections, and if I ask you,
it's giving me permission. That's what it's giving me. Do you acknowledge that?
It's not giving it to you. It says they. Are you they?
The context was asked in conductors, and I'm the lead conductor. So
Are
yes,
you they?
it is me. Do you know who the other conductors are? They're the other 3 people who probably wouldn't want conductor electorship either.
Why should
So-
the current conductors decide? Why should the current conductors decide
What was
whether there
you know,
should be
this is different.
elections?
You're pivoting. Okay, cool. Yes or no, DRT0? Yes or no?
I'm not pivoting.
Does can imply that I have to?
I think it's pivotal to decide who decides whether there is elections. You don't ask the president whether there should be elections.
No, if I told, it would be bad if I went to Trump and was like, yeah, you can have elections if you want. That would be bad. I would say, no, you have to have elections.
Wait, so you think Destiny told you, oh, you decide if there should be
Yeah,
elections?
I thought he was giving me permission. That's what I was asking when I said earlier. Is I meant, I thought he was just giving permission. He's like, yeah, if you want to, you can. That's what essentially I read it as.
Okay, I think we can ask him, since he's here. Does he think that
Hi.
Linux should decide whether there should be elections, or does someone else or the chat should decide? Or
What am I being asked to
Because-
decide?
should the Linux
Should we have
decide
conductor elections
whether?
or no?
How do we choose conductors right now without elections?
It's whenever someone streams enough, usually, and they gain my favor by sending me. It's usually $50 a month.
Wait, whenever they stream enough, I thought it was illegal to stream without being in
No,
it.
the rules have changed a little bit. You can stream with permission of a moderator or a conductor.
What does chat think? You like polling chat?
can poll
Poll chat. Poll them. Ask them.
It's gonna be yes. So okay, that's what we're doing. Or was that just for interest?
No, fuck it. Yeah, I guess do elections on them then. Fuck it.
There you go.
I would like a formal apology, Rinlux, please.
What's your name again in chat?
A boy called Sue.
Should be.
Yep. I'm very sorry.
Oh, you're so mad, bro. You're so cool.
True.
Do you guys all hate each other in here, or who's friends in here?
I really love everyone here. I don't think that me and a boy called Sue ever have any logs together. He just randomly attacked me. So I wanted to bring the Israel analogy here too. If I really hated these guys, why have I not permabanned them all? I'm literally Israel. And meanwhile, I'm attacked by, they go into neutral
Well, I just
territory like Reddit, and they come onto DGG and they randomly fire civilians. What the fuck is that about?
I think it's cringe. You just got like a little bit of power, and then you just like decided to do whatever you want, and you don't want any criticism, and you
Do you
just
want
want
to talk about
power.
RTBA?
Yeah, RTBA shit too. I've gotten banned by RTBA so many times for shit talking.
Do you think that
I speak out to
even
power?
0.01%? Everyone calls me a bitch mod because I won't ban anyone. You're telling me that I'm going mad with power?
No, RTBA is better because he stood on business. If he banned someone because he said he didn't like them, he would say that. But you like try to hide behind it and obfuscate.
Oh, you're right. You have seen all the demented and insane logs I've said about DRT0 calling, and how I've explicitly told all of the mods not to, ban other people like Pizza, or how I've told Tina and other people
Well,
to
I'm not talking
ban
about
people for
DRT0, I
calling
don't
him
care. I mean,
Russian, or
the-
you're right, man. I just hate them, or how I've
Well-
repeatedly gone to other band conductors and.
I mean, the
treated them
conductor
very
shit
fairly.
is. The
You're right. I
conductor
hate
shit
them
is.
all.
No, the conductor shit's autistic. I don't really care about that. But I said one mean line about you in chat, and you permabanned me.
Oh, so that's
kind
what this is about. I'm not. I'm the mad one, but you're the guy who's upset about one ban in a chat room one time, and then I banned you 10 minutes later.
I'm not upset. I just think it's funny that you have like one iota of power and you have to lord it over people. It's actually really funny to me. But be you, brother.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, guys. I feel like we
Yeah.
really
I'm
got a lot done in here today.
Well, I was banned and then I was unbanned, but now I'm banned again. So I feel like what really changed?
You
Time's
can send an
flat
appeal,
circle,
like I said
right?
before. It's fine. Or I mean, you don't even really care, so you should probably not even send an appeal.
Well, can you make it one of those bands that I can just pay to get out of so I can,
No.
support the stream? Oh, damn. Well, I'll appeal then. Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
I feel like you're kind of just proving my point here, to be honest, but...
Well, now I have to put. I'm doing the Israel thing. You can't just tell me that I'm an insane, unhinged mod, and I can't do it. That's cucked. I have to fuck you.
Well, I didn't say you were insane or unhinged. I just said you're just lording your power over people. That's a little bit different, right?
True.
Okay, good job, guys. Are we good?
Are you
so
gonna play
good.
the game now?
Like, I'm trying to get my computers work. That's what I'm doing. Okay.
All right, well, enjoy the
Wait,
rest of your day.
before we leave, do you have any actual recommendations for how we do the elections? Do you want us to do it over a week? Do you want us to do it the night of today? Do you want us to swap in conductors, or should we keep the current ones? Any recommendations there?
I don't know. Whatever you think is more appropriate, figure it out.
Okay.
Wait, drag me in. What happened? Here you go. Starry, are you part of this? Who are you?
All right, Renlix is a tyrant. He should be
sorry,
deported.
I got dropped.
Okay, we're dropping the tyrant accusations now. Okay.
This is all because I'm Muslim? Really? You're gonna come in here and
Yes.
attack my personality?
Yes.
One suggestion I have about the elections, I think it should be held by a neutral party, not Rinlux.
Do you not
And,
trust Mitch?
He
He runs the polling site that we use now.
Mitch could.
Wait, do we think he's gonna like rig the election or?
That's what he's implying, yeah.
If you did it, I wouldn't trust it, maybe, but
That would be pretty base, to be honest. I would respect that.
I talked with Parsec, our remote guy. He was also thinking. I mean, he's up to organize a conductor debate, and he can probably also help with the organization of the elections. So it's not on one person only. So maybe
So wait, do you want elections or do you want a debate? Should we, whoever wins a debate, do you think should become conductor?
No, like you have a debate and then you have elections.
Oh, like you make your case. Okay.
And I think if Mitch and Parsec want to organize it together, maybe.
Oh no, I was just saying Mitch because he runs the polling site, so like you can't mess with it. It would have to be him who messes with it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, I guess another thing. Are we also giving up head conductor role, or should I also hold on to a Destiny? Shouldn't we put up that to a conductor debate poll?
What does that mean?
It just means that like I'm the one who decides. I'm like on both sides of the negotiating table, on both the moderator and the conductor setting the times. Should we have the guy who also sets the negotiations for what times we should do movies and stuff? Should that be?
Oh wait, do you
poll?
conduct as well, or are you just the conductor mod?
No, I'm both.
You're both. That's a
He should be
conflict.
like the winner of the election, maybe.
We should pull it. He's a terrible conductor and head mod.
I'm not a terrible conductor.
You are a terrible conductor,
That's not even true.
and you're a tyrant.
Half these people are saying they haven't
No.
even seen me conduct. How can I be a bad one?
Well, that's why you're bad, because you don't conduct. You just
This is wrong.
enforce
Shut
your
up.
rules on us.
We can probably ask if the head mod can be head conductor, and if that's allowed, then
Message
the
me
winner of the election.
offline, and I'll make a decision on that. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we need a panel of civilians who can review moderator actions
Yeah.
in DGG,
Well, now
That's
Rinlux
what I
is just gonna like
never
coerce
ban you
Destiny now.
like police oversight. That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, message me off stream and I'll figure it out. Okay.
Can I ask Rinlux if he still thinks I'm a stalker and a shitster and a schizo? And
If I ever said you were a stalker, that was false. I felt like you were doing some weird stuff. I think you were shit stirring, absolutely. But Pizza's a shit stirring. I'm friends with him, maybe. Yeah.
That's not a real apology. You just like made a bunch
Wait,
of reasons
you didn't ask for an
why.
apology.
That's not a real apology. Like, what steps are you going to
Yeah, I'm
make
not giving an
to
apology.
redeem
I'm just,
yourself?
yeah, if I ever
Oh,
said
so
it, I
you're
was wrong.
just a douchebag. Okay. Based.
I feel like you shouldn't call people stalkers if they're not stalking you, but that's fine.
Did I actually call you a stalker? And if so, then I'm
in
sorry
your
I said
ban
that. And I
message-
got to your personal
Yeah,
feelings. I don't
when
know.
you banned me, you said stop stalking around and shit stirring.
Well, you can stalk and not be a stalker. I'm sorry for that ESL moment.
Am I ESL for thinking stalking means you're a stalker?
Yeah, just because you, like, one time
Yeah.
watched Leon doesn't make you a fucking pedophile, okay? It's not true. Or you read Lolita doesn't make you a pedophile.
I mean, you would know about Lolita if you're gonna say that conducting
Out of all the
Leon
people
makes.
could have said that.
If you're saying that Leon was so bad about conducting that, you conducted Lolita, so I don't know.
Okay, this might be an ESL thing. I was, that was a joke. Obviously, I didn't ban you for that. And I, like, come on. Obviously, yeah, I
said that-
conducted. I think Leon's a
a
great
joke.
movie.
You
It's a
said
fucking
that,
10 out of 10.
bro. You said that Leon was part of the reason you don't like my vibe or something that makes you.
Did I say that? If I did,
Yeah.
then I'm sorry for misspeaking.
Okay, I'm feeling a bit gaslit right now, but
Rinlux is allowed to make jokes about other people, but when people make jokes about Rinlux, he bans them. Seems a little bit interesting to me.
True.
guys.
Ew.
was it shit stirring? Like, would I? If you ask for like logs or for screenshots, for analytics, for things like that from me, is it so bad for me to ask for like one screenshot from you?
I said it. Okay, here I said it to, I think it was Strifer. If it's kind of like a catch-22, because like legitimately, if I was being schizo and if I was manipulating behind the screens and I was like lying and to these different people, yeah, obviously you need to get logs. But the thing is that I wasn't, and so it felt schizo to me because you're going after someone who didn't do anything. So I understand why you may have done it from a perspective thing, but like to me, from someone who's completely thinking that you did absolutely nothing wrong, can you understand from my perspective why I would think that you're kind of stalking me for going to, you know, quote unquote people behind my back and trying to get logs and put together a manifesto and stuff like that?
I don't understand. Like, if you're the one person with the DMs and I ask the other person, is that if he talked to you, is that like such an insane thing to do?
It means that you don't trust me, and that's weird.
I mean,
That's what I'd say.
I don't think
Ban
you
you
trust
'cause
me
you-
either. So
I mean, it's not like you would lash
No
out and randomly
loyalty.
ban people, right? For no reason.
True.
You're a very trustworthy
well,
person.
DRG0, the question, now you flip it back on you, where it's like, well, when have I directly lied to you in any of those messages?
I think in your messages you dismiss anything that you don't like and you downplay and ignore. Oh, like you don't have to lie if you don't respond to the points I'm making. So dishonesty is not when you explicitly lie, it's also when you omit.
Yeah, that can be true.
Literally Donald Trump.
Okay, are we good? Did we figure it out?
Yeah, I'll message you. Yeah.
I submitted my unban request. I expect it to be looked at thoroughly and fairly. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Thanks, guys.
Can you
What?
include Parsec in the discussions about the conductor elections as well?
Well, I mean, once we get the format, assuming he's just going to be doing the panel and stuff like that, we can do like a group chat thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Have fun. Be careful.
All right.
All right, love it.
Look, but fellas.
Go, bye.
Okay, people are saying that a recent Windows update fucked this program. Whooshohide.diacab. If I type this into my command prompt, am I about to destroy my computer? Diag CAB. What does that do? Nope. Oh, it's not even a thing. Do I need like PowerShell? What is this? Whooshohide.diag cab. Enter. Did nothing. Fuck. Am I okay? I need to uninstall, I think, the last Windows security update. The reason why NDI is not working, I don't know why the security update would do this, but there is a limitation on bandwidth between the two computers. I can see this. When I open my network tab, it says 30 megabits per second, but I'm pretty sure it needs 150 to make this smooth between both systems. So for some reason, the bandwidth is like hardcore capped, and I don't know why. But I Googled something apparently like 2 weeks ago. There was an update for Windows, that the Windows security thing that fucked, or 10 days ago. But so I need to uninstall this Windows security update. I just don't know how to do it. Video explaining the Windows Update fiasco.
The landscape couldn't get any worse. Now Windows updates are breaking your SSDs, potentially corrupting your data and causing huge headaches for potentially millions of people. So today we're going to talk about what is happening, what's caused it, how to fix it and undo it before you catastrophically lose important data. Today's video is brought to you by our brand new GPU Apocalypse 2.0 shirt, kind of immortalizing all of the stuff you love about today's GPUs. Our GPU Apocalypse 1.0 shirt was actually one of our most famous and popular shirts, and now it's re-immortalized with GPU 2.0.
View your update history. Do you think it'll just let me uninstall it in here? It's 3878. It's this one. The August 12th update.
Let's face it, the Apocalypse never went anywhere. It just evolved, just like this shirt. Go buy it now. So
you have to use Windows Recover in the Start menu and uninstall the update from there. Ugh, is this going to be like you can uninstall on settings. Advanced options. Oh my god. Recovery here. Reset PC. Nope. I just need to fix problems without resetting. Destiny stalked me. Check under known issues in this update. They have a workaround. Oh. What is the workaround? After installing this, you might experience delays. The issue, oh my god, it's exactly my program. To work around the issue, NDI recommends manually changing the NDI receive mode to use TCP or UDP instead of RUDP. NDI tools. No, not set up. I already have this on my computer. NDI runtime? NDI, oh, just this. Okay. What am I looking for? Control NDI receivers. Did you watch Eddington? I did. Receivers. No receivers on your network. Senders. What, is this computer not receiving right now? From here? Give a take about it? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. I don't know if I'm like reading too much into it or not reading enough into it. There were some things that were just confusing to me. I thought he was going to die from COVID. I thought that was going to be like kind of the point almost. Why did he go unhinged? Did you hear that Android is going to ban side loading? Why? Is it? Do that many people even do it? Oh shit, I saw that. Huge news. Taylor Swift is engaged with a guy. Has she been engaged before, or is this the first one? Do you review my debate post on Twitter? Where is it? I don't even know what your Twitter is.
If you all haven't, stop by the Department of Labor. President, I invite you to see your big, beautiful face on a banner in front of the Department of Labor, because you are really the transformational president.
Fucking losers. What did you rate it? I put it on my letterbox. I gave it 4 stars. You got NDI working before, right? Yeah, I did, but something about this update fucked it up. So I'm going to unfuck it. Okay, how to solve. Option 1, recommended. Option 2, okay, don't do that. Okay. Now let's saw this. Launch the NDI Access Manager app. Access Manager. Click. Yes. Go to the Advanced tab. Change Receive Mode to Single TCP or UDP, then press OK. OK. Apply.
If you have no idea what I'm talking,
try this.
about. This news kind of broke the last couple of days. It's been confirmed by Phison and not confirmed by Microsoft yet, which is really not that abnormal for Microsoft.
Repeat on any other affected computers. Do I have to do it on my sending computer as well? Okay. Wait. Maybe it needs to do it over here as well. I don't think I have all the NDI tools installed on this computer. Please just let me download without having to fucking do some bullshit. Thank you. Okay. Change receive mode to single TCP or UDP, then press OK. That's the receive mode. And then hopefully that's okay. Hopefully this computer's good. Jesus. Do you think that yes, no, the Expedition 33 game, do you really need a controller to play that? Or will it not matter? Jesus. Have I played any games with controllers in this apartment? Like when I was in the other room in the past 2 or 3 years? I'm just trying to think if I have a controller here. Does anybody know? I think I played Elden Ring in the last apartment. Oh, Returnal. I played that here, right? Oh man, I wonder if I thought... Wait. Why did the PS5 controllers look like such shit, the white ones? I feel like the 4s were better. But the 2s were the best. That's definitely not me just being a nostalgia loser. What the fuck is this? Wait, can you order first-party PlayStation controllers off of Amazon? You should be able to, right? Can you put Trump in the background while you do this? It's not gonna. It's gonna lag like shit. Here, listen to this guy in the background.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It'll
And then,
lag, but the audio
quietly
works, I
kind of
think.
Change things in the background. But specifically, what we're talking about here is the latest Windows 11 updates.
God damn it.
Specifically, update KB5063878 or on the preview KB5062660, causing Phison controller-based NVMe SSDs and potentially not even NVMEs, SATAs as well, to basically disappear from Windows entirely when transferring large amounts of data. Now, one of the most common scenarios we're seeing this happen right now is when users are trying to install, say, a game. What they're kind of finding in some of these initial reports, and you gotta remember this is very early on. One of the reasons why I'm making this video right now is to kind of let you know the problem, the drives that are affected, and how to roll back that driver update or that particular update within Windows, not a driver, but a kernel-based update to keep you from potentially losing your data. Because let's say you're writing a lot of data, not just a game, but let's say you're moving important files or something. And that...
Okay. I've changed it on both. Do you think I can close this? And then open this. Single TCP. Okay. Kill that. Add. Do I have this anywhere? Delete. Delete. Wait, that guy says that over and over again in Death Note when he's killing people, right? What does he say when he's writing in the book? It's in Japanese, I just don't remember. Well, I guess in the dub it's in English. Okay, NDI, source. Gaming input. Wait. Oh, yes, it doesn't work. Yes! Yes! It's still fucking broken. Yes! Little Ethan Hassan hate. No, stop. Try not to fight. Unless he keeps fighting with me. Should go without saying the mode should be set on both devices. It is set on both devices. And you know what? It's not doing shit. We'll try UDP as well. Fuck it. Allow. UDP. Access. Manager. Open. Yes. Advanced. Receive. Allow. UDP. Apply. Did you see the most recent Insta H3H3 post? No. What did he put? Okay. Close this. Open this. How can you fuck your shit up with a security update? Like, oh, your shit is secure now because you can't fucking transfer any data. He's calling you a pedophile. Meanwhile, he said not that long ago 17 isn't pedophilia. Really? No, shut the fuck up. I don't believe you. Why would they do this? What does UPDP stand for? I don't know. Shoves it up your ass data packet. Universal? Uninterruptible? Ultimate? What do you do if this doesn't fix your problem? I clicked apply, right?
Anyway,
she couldn't get into Jason's party because she wasn't 18. Like, I knew about this. That's why I...
Stop. Why does this...
Anyway,
she couldn't get into Jason's party because she wasn't 18. Like, I knew about this. That's why I started distancing myself. And Jason would always be pissed at me that I wouldn't film with Brandon. I'm like, he's an actual, like, pedophile, and we're actually, like... And he's, like, 24.
Having sex with a 17-year-old isn't pedophilia.
It's pedophilia, for sure.
It's
with
for
a
sure.
minor, for sure, was...
Okay. Stop. I've seen so many clips that I try not to play. Why not uninstall the update instead? Well, what if the update... It's a security update. Okay? Mr. Microsoft wants me to be secure. Change receive mode to single TCP or UDP, then press OK. I've done this. What else can I do? What else? Oh, actually, hold on. Let's try. Oh my god, my brain is so huge. Okay, hold on. I'm understanding. Okay. NDI, the access manager for NDI only changes if you're launching the NDI app through the NDI tools thing. So what I need to do is there should be a separate setting thing somewhere for NDI in OBS. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? There's got to be a way to change. I need the same NDI Access Manager settings on OBS because I can get a clean, non-laggy feed now on this computer, but it's only through the other thing. Somebody look this up for me. Figure this out. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Technically, you could just capture the NDI Studio monitor window. I am under... All right, yes, I know I could do that, but that's fucking cringe as fuck. Go to Tools, Distro, AVI, NDI, Settings. Are you just... Please... Don't just type shit in if you're asking a bot, okay? And it's telling you what to do. I know where these settings are, but there's not much you can change here. There's just not... There's nothing you can do in this menu. Check for updates, and then an external thing. You need to restart the NDI software. Like all of OBS? Okay, I'll try that. Be back once. Okay. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. How many cringe tech issues do I want to tackle at this time? Okay, this is not that important, I guess, because fuck it. But because I'm not doing any HDMI transfer between computers anymore, is it impossible? Is it not possible to run both monitors from one graphics card at 4K? 240 hertz. Is that that's just too much? The technology just doesn't exist to do that? Because if I try to change these both to 4K, whatever, what graphics card? I don't know. Is it a 3090? Yeah, 3090? In 2021? What, is a 3090 not good now? Well, 3090 can't do that, LeMayo. 4K 240 hertz is a lot. It's just fucking pixels, dog. It's just pixels! He did it in 35 hours. Have you considered putting bigger surface area lights for your face lighting? Now it's quite spotty. Bigger surface area lights should prevent the spottiness. I don't know what you mean when you say spotty. Or then you don't think the light is diffused enough? I feel like the white balance of the camera is off. I like orange. Well, that's because there's a giant orange fucking thing reflecting right now. Jesus. I might change it a little bit. Because I don't think I should look this orange. Is there double audio? Enable audio. Get rid of this. Sorry. Apparently he lost 8 liters of water due to evaporation alone when he slept LeMayo. Okay.
All I'm saying is,
Oh, this guy's a crazy dude, right?
DGG, Rinlux ran a poll in DGG and said, should we ban Zeus? And the reason Rinlux put was actual pedophile. When Rinlux himself is an actual pedophile. And I'm not. And so DGG banned me because they think I'm an actual pedophile.
Wow.
But whatever.
Slight correction on 3090 with DisplayPort cables, you can run 2 monitors 4K at 144 hertz. I think I have HDMI on one and then DisplayPort on the other because I don't know how it combines the video headers for that DSC shit. I think I'm running 4K 100 and 4K 240 right now. Yeah, that's fine. We take that. Vosh seems to be at peace.
Drama is so bad, I know we don't care, but like, come on. The Destiny drama is so bad, I know we don't care, but like, come on.
Wait, okay. Every single video, like 90% of videos on the internet are just really quiet now, right? I can't tell because you guys always tell me everything's so quiet, but every time I open like anything, everything is so quiet. Based on the volume it seems like you guys want. Is it a thing or?
The Destiny drama is so bad, I know we don't care, but like, come on. Look, it's not that we don't care necessarily, because the tiny glimpses of it that I see on the TL are entertaining isn't even the right word. I don't know. They're provocative. It's more like Jesus Christ, you know? There's rubbernecking a car crash, and then there's like the fucking cars exploding and their shards getting everywhere. Like, Jesus, what a fucking mess. Streamer slot. I'm sure Hassan has been covering it in great detail.
True.
I've heard that Destiny is now an ardent defender of Palestinian rights, possibly even a member of Hamas, so good for him, I suppose. Eric Adams thinks it was an embarrassment, the Destiny H3 drama? Yeah, I'm sure. Adams W? Is the shit against the real? How the fuck would I know? The last person you... Seriously, isn't Hassan talking about all of this? Yes? Alright, well there you go. I'd rather watch you talk about it. Sorry, you have no choice but to actually... for me, listen, it's clothing or butt. Jesus Christ.
Okay, actually, and I've also decided... Sorry, today's going to be a boring, dumb shit day. Okay, in order to make it so, like, stuff can be clipped from my stream and all this bullshit, like, I'll generally have, like, videos over here. And then my, like, Obsidian will be over here. But this, I think this layout doesn't make any sense. Because, like, oftentimes the text will be fucked if I've got, like, other text over here. And it's not, like, it's not good. Not good screen real estate. I think I should just do this. But then I need something to occupy the top of my screen and the left of my screen and the top left of my screen. Because then I don't have to worry about all this autistic min-maxing videos. I can just like play things at full screen now. I think I could make my camera a tad smaller too, maybe. I just don't know what the fuck I would put at the top. Get 3 more cameras to occupy the space. sell advertising space up top for the conductor campaigns. No need to fill the space, just make it look like your stream is in a different aspect ratio. Oh, I could. Did you assemble your furniture with that shitty Allen wrench that comes in the box? Fuck no, I use that DeWalt for everything now. Okay. This is just going to be ugly as fuck for now. I don't care. I'll figure it out tonight.
Well, I'm glad a decade plus of relentless contrarianism hasn't robbed him of his ability to be funny. This is the only way I touch kids. That's good. I wonder who photoshopped that. As a leftist, I can't condone the uncredited appropriation of DGG memes without compensation, but like the broader sentiment.
Absolutely fucking based.
What matters is that they're having fun. Also, check replies. No, that's okay.
Okay, wait, what else got fucked up?
Drive disappears from Windows and crashes and blue screens and you restart. That data could now become...
Dave Smith is on Joe Rogan Experience again. I'm sure he'll be good faith and won't go down a conspiracy rabbit hole or mention Douglas Murray at all. He's also such a good comedian. Whatever.
I'm corrupted. Okay, so we're trying to stop that from happening for you right now and trying to get the word out as much as possible. But what's happening here right now is certain SSDs are vanishing from the system, specifically under heavy write loads. And 50 gigabytes seems to be about the number that's causing it to crash. Which pretty much covers any modern game. Like any modern game right now, if you're downloading from Steam and you downloaded the file and it's installing, that drive actually goes under pretty heavy use and under heavy load. And it's kind of compounded if the drive is more than 60% full. So this is where we're seeing...
There's 50 gigabytes of continuous writing, and there are similar issues with HDDs as well. Hence, after a long instance of data write, the OS doesn't recognize the SSD, and if the PAC is restarted, the drive's partition is no longer accessible. I don't believe this. I feel like some retard fucked their computer up, and they're trying to blame the Windows update.
Which pretty much covers any modern game. Like any modern game right now, if you're downloading from Steam and you downloaded the file and it's installing, that drive actually goes under pretty heavy use and under heavy load. And it's kind of compounded if the drive is more than 60% full. So this is where we're seeing these conditions, like kind of worst case scenario for you. Microsoft has not posted an official we are aware of this issue, but Phison has confirmed that they are in talks with Microsoft right now. Now, before you even check whether or not you have the update, let's talk about the drives that are confirmed affected. Now, this specific...
Wait, okay, hold on. Aren't there like a ton of people who want to go on the Joe Rogan Experience? And he only does like so many shows. Why has he had this dick suck on the show like 10 times? How many Dave Smith episodes have there been? There's nobody smarter that you could talk to? There's nobody funnier you could get? Like, he's not even a great comedian. He's certainly far from the smartest person on any of the issues he speaks about. Why? I don't understand. Why? Is it because he's the only one? Is he like just smart enough to maintain the simulacrum for him or whatever? The elephant graveyard was right? Like, Jesus. How many times? Is there like a list of all the episodes, or can somebody check how many times has he been on the Joe Rogan Experience? I feel like there's been so many appearances.
Stems from allegations of genocide.
Really? This isn't text? Oh, it is. Jesus. Dave Smith has been on the podcast 17 times. These guys have been on a ton. I'm guessing these were older episodes, or just shit that I don't watch that much. Brendan Schaub? Brian Callen, I know that guy. It was like one of his friends. $17, you told me he was on 19 times? I mean, 17, 19, what's the difference, right? Stop! Hold on. This is all of this. Okay. I could do. I'll fuck with this. I'll fuck with the ratios more off stream, okay? I'm not watching any of this. I'd rather kill my video games. Hold on.
Specifically is affecting Phison PS5012-E12 controllers. Phison is a pretty widely used brand when it comes to SSD controllers. I mean, you'll have like Marvel and other controllers, and Phison is the other big brand. So drives right now that are specifically known to be affected, and we'll talk about whether they're affected or whether or not they're known to reappear after reboot, because that's the other half of the story, is if the drive crashes and disappears from Windows, does it come back? If it doesn't, that's obviously a big problem. Most of the time, the drive will reappear on a Windows restart, so which means you'll have to avoid installing any big files or any big programs until this is patched, or you remove the update, and hopefully that fixes it for you. So Western Digital drives are affected. WD Blue, 5,000 2 terabyte, recovered after reboot. Western Digital Red, SA 500 2 terabyte, recovered after reboot. Western Digital Blue, SA 570 1 terabyte, recovered after reboot. WD Blue, SA 510 2 terabyte, did not recover after reboot in one test. Now, a lot of this is coming from different sources, whether it be Tom's Hardware, WCCF Tech. There's a lot of companies right now that are covering this and doing testing on this. We haven't done testing on this personally. We're just trying to get the information out as fast as we can. There's no harm in having you guys roll out or roll back that update so you don't find yourself in this scenario. But the fact that the drive didn't recover even one time is scary. That makes me feel like further corruption could be possible.
How is that even possible? How could that even happen? I just installed this game today. It seemed like it worked. Wait, the Expedition 33 game. Why is it called Expedition 33? Is this like a studio that's made like Expedition 1 through 32? And this is like the most recent one? Or is this like the only game? You'll find out. Yes, bro. Ha 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 ha. Good one. Thanks, Yanis. My biggest supporter. Jesus.
Who knows what actually happened?
Okay, I don't actually care about this anymore. Tectone says a slur multiple times on stream. What's our good friend Tectone up to?
You talk to them getting weird as shit, but it is insane how like we are no longer called like this is why we need to bring the word faggot back, right? The reason why that is
retard wasn't enough. Jesus. Also, not for people like you, because you guys actually hate gay people. It hits different. It's not cool when you guys say it. You guys are homophobic as fuck.
Is because when the internet says we can't say retard, we can't say faggot, we can't say, you know, any of these words, right? Now creators have gone and said, oh, well, we can't say retard or this other word, so now we're going to call you a pedophile. Now we're going to call you a rapist.
What? That was the treadmill? Okay.
Now we're going to call you an abuser. Now we're going to call you a sexual assaulter because you took away.
This reminds me of I love him. I have only love for my homies, okay? And I'm sorry that he got banned. But when I got banned, I was the first person on Twitch when they started enforcing the fag word ban, and then I got banned for it. And you know what? I don't even regret it because it was a Graves jungle who played like shit on my team, and then next game he was an actual fucking god. All right, on the enemy team, that guy was a demon, and I stand by it in the worst way. Okay, but not really, not acceptable. Don't do that, guys. But oh yeah, after I got banned for, I was like, oh, so we're banning for slurs now. Okay, well that's cool because you know we never banned for slurs in the past. And then Mo tweeted out, or no, he didn't tweet out. Mo was talking on stream, and Mo was like, guys, that word is really special to me. That's my word. That was our word, and he got banned for it too. Because I was like, how can this guy say this shit? And then he got banned. I was hoping to get unbanned, not him get banned. I'm sorry. I love you, Mo. He was talking about you right before that clip. That's why he said the pedo shit. This part in his latest video is about you. Oh, okay.
About a minute left.
What is this? Oh my god, I don't have to deal with this cringe shit with my screen anymore if I just look at stuff like this.
All right, so again, our hold point comes up at T-minus 40, not tracking any reason to stop there, so we should see us go right through that.
Guys, 37 seconds.
We are through T-minus 40. We are
I hear
counting down.
cheering.
We're going to let our flight director, Maciek Batura, take us the rest of the way. 30 seconds, the
Here we
10th
go.
liftoff of Starship.
You can see the clock on the bottom there.
T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have liftoff.
It didn't even lift off
It's
yet.
lifting off.
Oh my god,
Look.
this guy's an idiot.
Look at this.
What's this test supposed to do?
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Booster chamber pressure nominal.
Here we go. All right, it actually happened.
All right, we're a
It
little
did
over
happen.
40 seconds into flight. 33 out of
Booster
33
ship,
Raptor
avionics,
engines.
power and telemetry nominal.
Getting good call outs, healthy systems on the booster as it starts to pitch over the Gulf.
Why does it have so many boosters? Why not just put one big one? That's so stupid.
Oops, a little too high, man.
All right, we're a little over 1 minute into flight, about to pass through max Q.
Max Q.
All right, so we are through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, max stress on the vehicle as it continues to fly.
What if it
Our
had
next major
X's
event
painted
is
all
going to
over
be
the
hot
side?
staging,
That'd be
which
so
is
fucking
happening
sick.
in just over 90 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of its Raptor engines. The clamps holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship second stage ignites its engines. The ship then separates from the Super Heavy booster and heads to space. At the same time, the 3 engines still firing on Super Heavy will flip the booster around. 10 more engines will ignite for the boost back burn, putting the first stage on the path for splashdown in the Gulf. As we mentioned earlier, the hot stage will be jettisoned for this flight, and that should occur just after the boost back burn. So we're about to shut down the first stage and perform hot staging. So let's just watch and listen.
We'll see how this goes, guys. So far, so good. Yeah, one of our viewers mentioned it looks like one of the rockets is out. One of the engines is out on the lower left there, you can see. One of them looks like it's out. Right down here. Good spot by our viewer.
All right, seeing the
Right
engine
down
start
here.
to throttle down.
Lower left.
Miko.
Okay, they throttle down, fine.
Ship ignition.
All right, now we have the separation.
Stage separation.
Stage separation.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Stage separation confirmed. We've got 6 engines running on ship. Booster is doing its boost back burn, continuing now towards its splashdown site in the Gulf.
Ship
We are
Raptor
seeing
chamber
all 6
pressure is
Raptors
nominal.
lit up on ship.
So you have the spaceship and the booster. They're separate now. That's why you have the 2 shots there.
Wow.
You heard them report ship chamber pressures nominal, so that chamber pressure, just that expected thrust level in those Raptor engines on the ship. 3 vacuum optimized,
Ship
3 sea
avionics,
level,
power and
all
telemetry
looking
nominal.
good.
They're not doing a capture of the booster today.
There's a view into the business end from the ship.
Boost back burn shutdown.
All right, so at this point, we finished our boost back burn, so that was shut down. So that's the first of the 2 burns after a launch that the booster's going to do today. So now it's headed towards the Gulf. It's not going to be quite as an aggressive of a flight down. We relaxed that angle of attack a little bit, but we are then going to be looking for it to do its engine tests for the landing burn, and those are going to be a little unique this time.
Yeah, typically we start with all 13 inner engines lit for the landing burn and bring that
Big
down
misspeak.
to just the center 3.
Big misspeak.
But one of our
Not
test
good.
objectives for today is to simulate what an engine out situation would look like. So we're going to be intentionally turning off one of those center 3 and instead lighting one of the engines from the middle 10 ring.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, we did
Look
see
at
one
this
of those
shot.
engines
Wow.
in the middle ring shut down during the initial ascent. Oh, looks like we have hot stage jettison. You can see it floating away there to the left of the booster.
That's the booster.
Yeah, we did see one of those middle engines shut down during the ascent. Again, we are resilient to engine out on Super Heavy. That's why we're able to get through our ascent. Starship flying on the expected path. There's still a chance that engine could be back in the mix for the very start of the landing burn, so we'll see if we light up all 13. But we've even done a landing burn at the tower with an engine out, so very resilient. We'll see how it does on its...
No, did he really? Oh my god. All right, well, maybe we'll load up the Ethan videos for tomorrow then. If we're gonna run down the pedophile games, Ethan might be the one guy on the internet that I think I can win against just based on all the crazy shit that he said online. Jesus.
That's always rad. You can see the boost plume itself in the background as it was coming in.
Booster landing on water today, not doing the chopstick landing.
Right, about 20 seconds to landing burn.
Did you see the Utah map
Ship raptor
news?
chamber
Nope.
pressure's nominal.
Unironically, you should sue Ethan Klein. It just last few streams. He's made so many insanely defamatory statements, and unlike with others, it would be easy to prove damages. It's never easy to prove damages. Although with him, I wouldn't actually have
Looks
to.
like
It would
we
be
got 12 of those 13.
because it would technically be defamation per
3,
se.
including
But
one of the middle ring.
oh my god,
That is the booster.
Klappa.
Down to 2.
Seems to be
Nice
going
little
well.
hover.
There you go.
And landing burn shut down. And into the Gulf, here we come.
There you go. That seemed to go well for them.
And the booster has splashed down.
Booster splashdown. So now we're looking at the
Incredible
Starship.
flight for booster today.
Now we are looking at
Meanwhile,
Starship.
back in space. About 7 minutes into today's flight, ship continuing its ascent burn. This goes until just about 9 minutes into our flight. That ship engine cutoff is slated for 8 minutes and 57 seconds. We are going to see those 3 RVAC, the Raptor vacuum engines. Those are the bigger circles in that little indicator on the bottom right of your screen. Those will shut down first, and we continue burning for a couple seconds longer on those inner 3 before we hit SECO, second engine cutoff.
So far, so good.
Yeah, these views are looking great. Once again, thanks to Starlink for getting us these views. It's just incredible.
Wait, no.
Thanks to John Bernasconi.
And we just heard the sound from Booster.
It's like we just got a late boom from the booster.
Thanks to Jay Spike and Dan Fullenwider, too.
Dan who?
Also, Fred Witherow. Thanks, Fred.
Wait, this is not...
Yeah,
So,
we have ship
so
engine
far, so
cutoff
good.
coming up here just shortly. And as we mentioned, today's flight test is not an orbital flight, but rather one that demonstrates Starship's orbital capability.
Starship from terminal guidance.
All right, entering the final phase of this burn. Under 30 seconds to go. right, shut down the vacuum engines.
The big circles on the lower right you can see shut down now.
Ship engine cutoff.
We shut down those center 3. Successful ship engine cutoff.
Seco, baby. There we go. That's what we want.
Nominal orbit insertion.
That's good so far.
All right, we just heard the call out for nominal orbital insertion.
All right, so ship is in space.
Wow, in space.
There we go. We're seeing the flaps starting to move into a stowed position. That's why it looks like your camera's moving.
Yeah, exciting to see Starship safely in space, and super pumped to see all the team's hard work in action here today. And of course, as guaranteed, it's been an exciting day so far. We successfully lifted off right on time at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Thankfully, our weather was looking good today. Yeah, and booster, we had our soft splashdown in the Gulf, so ship continues on.
Yeah, ship able to complete its ascent burn all the way in. You can see some of the shadows start to creep as it's going to be eventually flying into an orbital nighttime, so we'll see some daylight start to go away. But ship is in orbit, completed its burn, and I mean, that's just the beginning. Now we've got a whole bunch more to go. So we've got some exciting demonstrations
Ship
planned
FTS
while
safe.
we're on orbit. That right there, we just saved the FTS, the flight termination system. That's that automatic flight safety system we have on the vehicle. So that is now turned off while ship starts its coast period.
Shit. Hold on. I just
We
realized
are coming up. Our next milestone is going to be the deployment of those Starlink simulators. We've got some payload inside of Starship that we're hoping to deploy into space for the very first time. That deploy is supposed to start at about 18 minutes and 27 seconds into the flight, so just about 7 minutes from now. That deploy will take place over a couple of minutes. It'll go about 1 satellite a minute, so we'll be spread out over that. It might get a little dark, but we've got a couple of views that we can show you to see that deploy in action.
They're going to deploy
After that,
these
we're also
simulator
looking
satellites.
to do a relight of a single Raptor engine while we are in space. We've done this once before. This is not necessary to deorbit, as we are in a suborbital trajectory, but this is essentially a chance to test out what we need to be able to do a deorbit burn. So we'll be doing that a little bit later in the flight, about 37 minutes or so into the flight, and then we get into reentry. We're looking to get that light show and, more importantly, get that really critical data about the ship's heat shield.
Yeah, exactly. At about T plus 45 minutes, we'll be heading for reentry. Again, running those experiments with the tiles. We're going to be doing missing tiles, metallic tiles, and also intentionally loading those vehicles' flaps. Hopefully, we'll also see a splashdown in the Indian Ocean today.
Yeah, we were able to get to a reentry last time, but we didn't have full attitude control, so we weren't able to go in, heat shield first the way we're designed to. So we ended up losing contact with the ship before we could make it all the way through. So you still get data, but you're not really getting the data that we want to make sure we're kind of stress testing the vehicle. As Amanda just said, we removed a bunch of tiles, and we do this in some intentionally scary places on the vehicle because we're really looking, are there spots that were vulnerable to this? Before we ever start moving towards, putting ship into a full orbital mission to then do reentries a little bit later on. So really, really critical to get that data, really looking forward to a controlled reentry.
Yeah, for sure. As we always say, our main payload is data. But today we also have some actual payload on board, and those simulators that Starship will be deploying, we'll see coming up here in just a few minutes. These are dummy satellites that are about the same size as our V3 Starlinks. We have 8 in the Starship PEZ dispenser and expect to deploy at a rate of about 1 per minute, as Dan mentioned earlier. Starlink is critical in all of our flights on Starship to get our main payload data, as we always say. And in fact, it's Starlink that's currently providing these views you see as Starship cruises a couple hundred kilometers above our home planet and provides real-time telemetry through every phase of flight.
Yeah, we took a peek inside of the Starship payload bay there for a second. So there's 8 of them there. They kind of look just big steel plates, essentially. They're roughly the same size as those V3 satellites.
The new Ether video is just literally the Ryan Beer video. Yeah, because he mentioned that video, so I figured he's probably going to pull clips from it. But I guess we can go clip for clip, because there's a ton of shit in the subreddit. I'll probably just work on that. As stupid as this back and forth, like, I don't even know what we're trying to do right now to prove who the bigger pedophile is, or I don't like just drop us off at fucking Tomato Town with 100 kindergartners and see who gets more first, I guess. Like, Jesus, fuck.
We do get that view inside of the payload bay down to vacuum before we open the door. That was one of the things we ran into on the last flight, as when we had that fuel diffuser fail, the pressure in the nose cone.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm reluctant to get into this, although now I have to, is because I value my edgy demeanor online. And going through a lot of these fucking Ethan clips, okay, he might actually mog the fuck out of me when it comes to making like pedophilia content. So I don't want to be like a fucking poser, okay? You know what I mean? I don't want to be a fucking poser. I might have to step it up. I'm just kidding.
Basically, load we've ever carried. But it's the first one we're going to try and shoot off into space.
First payload deployment that Starship has ever done coming up with the simulation.
Jesus. I saw, like, somebody re-uploaded this one. I don't know if I even have the full thing. Why is the YouTube search so bad now? That Boston Bomber video was wild.
All right, so
I was like, bro. And I was like, maybe he thought, I don't know, maybe he thought she was like 25 or something, or 20. I try to be good faith, you know. And then he's like, what did he say? Like, I want to get deep in that juvenile pussy. I'm like, oh my God.
When we were able to make it up into space, and you'll kind of see a lot of that gas rushing out into the vacuum of space. It's the residual that's left over after we've already vented it down. So kind of a cool light show, and then we'll get ready to deploy those payloads out.
Quick thanks to Aegon, Chalakian, and Cruella and Stephen Morales.
Aegon!
Appreciate everybody watching. Thanks.
And
Zico
as we
Beat.
mentioned, so we have crossed over now at this point into an orbital nighttime, so views from the outside will get pretty dark, but we'll see what we can see. We do this by design. We've been launching these later in the day here in Texas to try and get daytime views when we
Want to put YouTube chat on screen? Yeah, I'll probably do, I think I'm just going to have like, it'll be YouTube chat, Kick chat, and fucking DG chat. Just all three on the top or something. Or on the bottom left. But I notice now if I have like if I do the more cinematic aspect ratio, I'm just trying to figure out what the exact measurements are. I can trim from the top and bottom and make this a little bit larger on the bottom right.
down, so it's daytime over in the Indian Ocean, where we are currently headed.
Just a few seconds until we expect those payload doors to open.
Thanks.
Do you think the lady doth protest too much with how over the top he's been by slamming you? What, like that he's actually a pedophile or something? No, I don't think so. I don't think any of us are pedophiles. I don't think he thinks I'm a pedophile. That's the most fucking annoying part about it. Jesus.
Zico Beto and Oxytropis on Twitch. Appreciate it. So we're gonna
All
see
right,
these.
one more time.
Hey, these.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Supposed to be simulated satellites be deployed. So is the door opening? The bay door opening.
No.
Is the bay door opening?
This thing.
CC says the Pez moment. They're practicing with dummy satellites, simulated satellites, releasing cargo.
So we are currently in payload deploy prep.
Payload deploy prep.
Rough draft. I'm never, ever, ever cutting my camera up like this for my real stream. This is never happening. This is never, ever happening. Jesus Christ, stop.
He just said it's open.
Why not have a talk with him like Hassan did? There's a reason why people don't tend to invite me to argue over shit, okay? If he wants me on to argue it, fuck it, I'll do it. But there's generally these people have to do like the clip battles for a reason.
Right.
But I'll go clip battle with fucking Ethan. Like I said, a bunch of unhinged shit online before.
It's moving.
There we go.
It's go. Something is going out. I guess. Did it happen? It looked like something went out.
Oh my God.
I guess that's it going out right there.
16 by 10? Is that what my current aspect ratio is? I can't tell.
I see things moving.
Been waiting way too long to do that. There we go.
It's 2.4 to 1.
There goes another one.
Oh, I see that's going out. It just went out. You're seeing it go out to space. There you go. It's like the Pez. It's like Pez.
Super exciting moment as you can hear the energy in both Hawthorne and Starbase. Everyone's super excited for finally getting to deploy some of those simulated satellites.
Hey, thanks, Tristan from Canada. Thank you.
His system moving
21.6 by 9? Is that what that means?
There we go.
Ugh.
As we said, we're going to do about one every minute or so. And this is just kind of a dress rehearsal for when we're going to be deploying the V3 satellites. And these are just a massive, massive increase.
Massive
to
increase.
Starlink's capability. Each
in
one
payload,
of them
guys.
It's 60 terabits per second of capacity.
60 terabits per second, guys.
To the network per launch. That's 20 times more than what we're adding with every single Falcon 9 launch today.
Oh, there's another one. Look at that. Zoom.
Step increase in capability.
Oh my God. Oh wait, are these satellites that they're deploying? Is that what this is?
Did it actually make it out? Did it go out? I couldn't see it. I see something coming. Maybe it's already out.
Oh, dummy cargo.
All right, so as we said, we've got 8 total that we're going to go through today. It's about...
I heard that if they're able to launch all of the satellites in like 10 more launches, they're going to have finally enough bandwidth on satellites for full self-drive on the Teslas. You guys excited?
There it goes. You just saw it go out. So I guess 4 more. This is the first time they've ever done this with Starship. Deploy this payload. Thank you, Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Quick. It's a big milestone for them. I think they've done 4 of the 8 so far.
All right, so we're about halfway through when we actually start launching the V3 Starlinks on Starship. We're going to be flying about 60 each time, so it'll be about an hour to get through a full stack. But
here's
again,
another one.
It's just going to be a massive increase
Look
in
at
the
that.
amount of bandwidth. It's going to enable, gigabit upload download for people with Starlink, anywhere on the planet. And for us, Starlink is just a tremendous part of just the Starship flight test program.
Yeah, absolutely. Always getting us that data, and yeah, the amazing views we have on the vehicle today.
They say this is going to really...
Yeah, views brought to you by Starlink of us
Another
deploying Starlink simulators before we deploy actual Starlinks. How deep
They
does
say
it go?
eventually...
All right, another one firing out.
Eventually, by using Starship to deploy actual satellites like this, they say they will get Starlink to gigabit upload, download. Gigabit upload, download, they say.
Pez looking smooth today.
2 more, I think.
So 800. Figuring this out. Hold on. I'm doing so much math right now for these sizes. Transform, edit.
I believe those simulator satellites are supposed to disintegrate or break up in re-entry, I think.
21.6.
There's the last one. Wow, they did it.
13.6.
Worked well.
Nope, that's not right.
All right, looks like we've got one left.
Almost there.
Oh, no, no.
Or that what? That is that the last one?
Yeah,
Did
there
it
you go.
work?
One remaining. So 7 of the 8 have been deployed. One more to go. And then we will have completed our first ever payload deploy operation.
Can I just like...
Just a reminder, we're on a suborbital trajectory. These satellites on that exact same suborbital trajectory, they're going to burn up entirely and are on that same trajectory towards the Indian Ocean. So the last one has been deployed. Starlink simulator payload complete. Heck yeah, everybody.
He just said they'll burn up.
Loving the energy from Starbase and Hawthorne.
Those simulated satellites will burn
There,
up.
now it's empty. Looking a little lonely, but
Successfully deployed all the
done.
simulator satellites.
really, really cool to see them all out there. Again, people that have followed know Starlink's really critical for the Starship program, in addition to, getting all those views back from the cameras on Starship, which this is an external view. As I said, it's dark outside right now. The lights are off. So it's going to be hard to make stuff out. But in a little while, the sun's going to start coming up as we get to re-entry, which is going to be really critical. We use Starlink for Starship data. Cameras also use it on the cameras that we use to bring you views of these launches and also, hopefully, of the re-entry and splashdown. We'll see what we get from the Indian Ocean today. And that's just kind of how it all comes together. Like, we're using Starlink on the planet, off the planet. And with Starship, we actually get pretty insane. If you're in the space industry, bandwidth to space is usually pretty minimal. We get about 120 megabits per second. That's split between our high-definition video and real-time telemetry. We get that every phase of flight, including re-entry. So it's not just giving us views of re-entry, but we're getting all of that engineering data in real time.
In real
through
time,
phases
guys.
that it used to be impossible to get that in real time. So just really incredible.
Yeah, Starlink definitely affords us all this capability. And reminder, it's the world's largest satellite constellation operating in low Earth orbit to deliver high-speed, low-latency broadband internet. This provides internet access to people all around the world, many of whom had never had connectivity before. Today, Starlink serves more than 150 countries, territories, and other markets with over 6 million active customers and counting.
Wow.
To meet the growing...
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make this fit mathematically. Okay, my whole canvas is... it should be... $38.40 by 21.60, I believe. This camera up here is initially, it's 1280 by 720, but I've cropped 140 pixels from the top and bottom, I believe, right? Transform, edit. Yeah, okay. So I'm cropping 140 from the top and bottom to get rid of the black bars. Whoops. 140 from the top and 140 from the bottom. So then, if this is 1280 by 720, and I'm cropping 140 from the top and bottom, then it would be 720 minus 240, right? This is 1280. It should be 720 minus, no, I mean 280. I'm sorry. So this should be 1280 by 440. And then this down here, it should be 2160. It's 2160 minus 440. Should be 1720 down here. 1720. But why does 1720 look too large? It's too big. What am I missing? What am I not doing the math correctly on? Because it should be 1720 plus 440 equals 2160, right? 1720 plus 440 equals 2160. It's the Windows bar. All of that is included in the size of this window. Fuckhead. Reset. Okay, the size is 3840 horizontal, 2160 vertical. If I cut this to 1720, why does it seem to go up more? Are the elements actually to scale? OBS does a thing where it's not. Yeah, I have it. I'm looking at the transforms directly. 2160 to 1720. 1720 divided by 2160 is some crazy number times 3840 is 3058. About. I just don't understand how this is. I wonder if when you're trimming, maybe it's just not trimming in the way that I expect it to be trimming. Resolution is, oh. Oh, it's not. I know what it's doing. It's doing 140 and 140. It's trimming that from the 1920 by 1080. So I would have to do what is the ratio of 1920 by 1080 to 1280 by 720? 1920 by 1080. So 720 divided by 1080 is that weird number. And then I multiply that by 280. That's actually what's being taken away is 186.666. Okay, and then minus 2160 is this number, 1973. Wait, that's an even bigger number than I had before. No, wait, I did the conversion wrong. Wait, just ignore everything I'm saying. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Actually, okay, reset. This. Transform. Reset. Okay. Right click. Transform. Edit. 1920 by 1080. If we take off 140 from the top, 140 from the bottom. Okay. And then this is going to go to 1280 by 720. Right? But it's not actually 720. It's 1080 divided by 720. It's a 720 divided by 1080. Oh my God. Okay, it's a 2/3 reduction in size. Okay. 1280 by 720. Okay, so it's this number Hold on. What did I say? 0.66. Okay, so 1080 minus 280 times, I need 2/3 of 800 is 1200. 1200 minus 2160 is 960. Is that correct? Please just make this fit. 960. No! Wrong one. Close this. Right click. Transform. Edit. 960? There's no shot that's going to be correct. What am I even thinking? I'm just full on fucking retarded. I don't even know what the fuck I don't know what I'm even doing the math for. I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, stop. Walking through this piece by piece. Reset. Control R. Okay. This window, my camera window, transform, edit. The size right now, it says 1280 by 720, but the 720 is not correct because I've reduced the height by 280, but I didn't reduce it of 280 from 720. I reduced it of 280 by 1080. So 1080 divided by 720 is 1.5. So I need to do 280 divided by 1.5. So I've actually reduced it by 187. So this minus 720 should give me the actual height of this box. Okay. This should be, stop, about 533, approximately. Okay. 2160 minus 533 will give me 1627. So hopefully if I come over here and I go 1627, yes, that is the correct height. Okay. Okay, that's what I needed. Jesus fucking Christ. So 1280 by 533 equals let's say we make this for evenness 1630. Can I just, why won't this thing calculate one thing? I don't even know what this, a ratio calculator. This thing's not helping me. Ethan challenged you to watch the video he made on stream. Are you going to? Are you moving on? No, I'm doing it on stream. Why the fuck would I watch something he made on or he made off stream with preparation? Why would I watch that on stream and then sit here and have to dig through all the whatever videos and clips or whatever the fuck he is talking about in the background? It's fucking retarded. Okay, 1630. Would you talk to him while you're both live? If he wanted to, I would, yeah. I don't think he'll want to, though. Okay. 16 by 9. Do you think he's trying to sue you? No, why the fuck? If anybody sues anybody, it would be me suing him. Why the fuck would he sue me? It's fucking retarded. Okay. 1627 divided by 9 times 16. 16 divided by 9 times 16 is an ugly fucking number. 1630. What about that? 30 divided by 9? No. What's the nearest common factor? Is there like a shortcut for figuring that out? 1640 divided by 9. 1600, 900 from 1600 is 700. 700, and how do you get from there to... 630 from 700 is 70, and then from 9, there's no, I don't even know what I'm, oh. Okay, so if I add 2, will it work? 1629 by 9. Yes. Okay. 1629 by 9. 1629 by 9. 181 times 16 is 2896. Okay. There. That's fine. Jesus fuck. Holy Christ. Did I ever buy Cracker Barrel stock? No, why? Are they collapsing?
Global demand.
Okay, fuck these guys. They're reverting their logo? Nice. Leftists are not our team. They're just as bad as MAGA based. Oh no, not the grok. Not the grok weaponization. Gavin Newsom. Do people with dementia repeat false things over and over again? Yes, people with dementia can repeat false statements or beliefs. A behavior often linked to memory impairments and cognitive changes. Based. Yes, make it a crime to burn the American flag. Desecration of the gay pride flag is already prosecuted as a hate crime in this country. That's not true, by the way, but okay. We don't, there's not like hate speech. Or for hate crime, it has to be like you're committing one crime and then you're doing something that's like discriminatory, hateful on top of the crime. But just like being hateful, there's no like hate speech laws in the US or whatever. People keep making this assumption. Well, I know why. Hutch tries to watch Asmongold.
Administration to meme like that. From? Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe. You don't never put it past this administration to meme like that, I guess.
To those charges. If he doesn't accept that offer.
Somebody in his chat goes, good thing he fucked around and found out. He fucked around fleeing a gang in El Salvador? That's fucking around?
He could be taken to Uganda.
Uganda's on the table. We'll see. I mean, you know, we...
True. True. It's true. It's true.
The DOJ's, you know, our immigration attorneys and the
going to Uganda. They're sending them to Africa.
And we'll see what happens. But
shit!
Uganda's on the table. We have an agreement with them. It's on the table. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Abrego Garcia became the focus of critics of the president's illegal immigration crackdown after he was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. The governor of Maryland,
it wasn't a mistake.
Abrego Garcia has lived in recent years.
Well, we live in the fucking stupidest country on the planet.
True.
Listen, I love this country, but we're fucking stupid.
True.
There's a lot of fucking stupid people in this country. Maybe America was a mistake. We don't know.
We're figuring it out. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't know if I can keep watching this. It's just
it's hard.
Bottom of the barrel.
It's a hard one. Hold on. I have to write up something for Gemzar to make this shit work. Trump doesn't read his executive orders. He doesn't know what he's signing. Yeah, I think... Did you watch some of this yesterday? He's just like, he's like, oh, what is this? It's actually so crazy. None of it matters. None of it matters. If you need a new controller, the Easy SMX X20 is... I already got the PS5 one. It should be tomorrow morning. Unless I have one in my closet, but... Yes, yes. Okay. I'll just do... It'll be like over here. And then... Okay. Jesus Christ. Wait. This did not work. Oh, wait, it does. Okay. There. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Good news, federal government actually doesn't control grocery or drug prices at all, according to a Republican congressman.
Well, no, I had a couple of related questions. One is I've heard President Trump say more than once that he has lowered drug prices by 1,500%. I'm not sure how that works. And the other is, can you tell me what specific bills we've passed or worked on that would lower grocery prices?
Yeah. Well, ma'am, you're talking about things relative to state level. And so you're mixing federal and state. In terms of if you look at what the 18 enumerated powers say, the 18 enumerated powers that when every member of Congress holds up their hand and swears an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution. And most people who run for Congress don't know those 18 enumerated powers. And they don't know the 10th Amendment that says the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states or their people respectively. And so what I'm saying to you is Oklahoma, if you want to have that conversation about grocery taxes, they've been having that conversation. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but relative to constitutional authority and the way that I have my staff analyze things, what we're allowed to do, okay, what we're allowed to do is it has to be under the framework. We are given tax status, but tell me the federal tax right now on groceries.
It's 0.
So what I'm saying is state. You're talking about state. Who's next?
Nice. How does Tectone get unbanned all the time? Wait, did he already get unbanned? Apparently he got banned for that clip we watched earlier. We're not watching this. I watched a little bit of this, though. Did she say mural or did she say painting? Oh my god, bro, this was wild. I was listening to this while I was building my desk today.
Factor, retirees, it's been so important because they all touch the Department of Labor, and I have the opportunity to work with every single one. If you all haven't stopped by the Department of Labor, Mr. President, I invite you to see your big, beautiful face on a banner in front of the Department of Labor, because you are really the transformational president of the American worker, along with the American flag and President Roosevelt, because we're bringing business and labor together. And I was so honored to unveil that yesterday, and everybody is taking note of that.
Definitely not North Korean-esque. God, just pray. We're just so lucky that Trump is so fucking old, okay? My God, imagine if he came in like this at age 60. Whew. We would have been in for a rough time. I will say, nothing matters anymore. Literally nothing matters. Nothing matters, nothing matters. Nothing matters anymore, okay? Nothing matters anymore, but every single part of this administration has just been so fucking ironic. Like the signal leaks are so much worse than the Hillary email stuff, but no one cares. The lying about Trump's health shit is so much worse than supposedly people lied about Biden's senility. Him having people explain executive orders to him while he's using and not using an auto pen, but he has no idea what he's signing. The whole Biden is going to weaponize the military and Trump is sending the National Guard everywhere. There's like thing after the weaponization of the DOJ, and then like the Eric Adams and the targeted executive order shit. There's thing after thing after thing. The ultimate meme will be if Trump dies in office, knowing that one of the biggest arguments against Biden was supposed to be his health. If Trump can't make it through, that it would just be the ultimate like nothing, literally nothing fucking matters.
And I invoked favored nations. I said, I want to pay the same as they're paying. And Bobby Kennedy is doing a good job, and Dr. Oz is doing a good job. And I asked them, I mean, other than the basics that they're doing on autism and other thing, which we've got to solve that problem because it's crazy what's happening, it's out of hand. But this is the most important thing that can be done is favored nations, Bobby. And we're not talking about a 25% cut or 50. We're talking about a 1,500% cut.
All right, what's up?
Hey, real quick. I heard you saying like nothing matters anymore.
I'm just saying in terms of how hypocritical like all of these guys are. Like the Republicans are just so like
yeah. No, I hear you on that, and I want to get your perspective on this. Whenever I see people saying nothing matters and things like that, it reminds me of whenever men's rights associations were like really big on the internet, and they're like, men have problems, no one cares.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a discussion where there was like, oh, why are there so many women's shelters but there's no men's shelters, right, for homeless women? And if you looked into it, it was because women gave a shit.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, because women gave a shit about homeless women and set up shelters for homeless women. But men didn't really give a shit about homeless men and set up shelters for homeless men. Like, there's nothing stopping anybody from opening a shelter for homeless men. It's just that men don't give a shit about homeless men, so they didn't open them. And then whenever I look at like all the stuff that the Democrats were was really bad, and like, oh, Hillary's emails and these things, like I wasn't following politics a whole lot back then, but like, how much in your mind did Democrats care about Hillary's emails? Like, were top Democrat figures, Democrat news
Well, I mean, eventually we had to care about it because
no,
but the Republicans always, this is what I mean when I say they set the agenda. The Republicans made everybody care about it, right? Like, how many people do you know in your life personally? Do you said you have a good mix of friends? Do you have a lot of Democrat friends or liberal friends?
Yeah, I've got all sorts. Yeah.
How many
Communists all
people
the way
in
to
your
far right.
real life did you know that were mad about the Sydney Sweeney thing? How many liberals?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, none.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single one of these people. But like that became the narrative online because Republicans said that so many liberals were getting triggered on it. I don't even know. At some point, I was like, "Oh shit, okay, well we got to fight against this." But like, I don't even know any liberals that were getting triggered about it. I don't think anybody gave a fuck. It was literally just right-leaning people that were trying to say that left-leaning people cared about it, and then eventually left-leaning people, I guess some cared about it or whatever. But like, by and large, like nobody gave a fuck. But same thing with the Hillary email shit was just so stupid. But eventually, you're asked to like disavow, and then some. I'm trying to think of like, I'm sure somebody talked about it, top Democrats, but I mean the whole country cared about it. We heard more about Hillary's emails than I think any other single fucking story in the entire election cycle.
Well, see, and like I think that's kind of where I'm coming at, where it's like I feel like whenever something bad happens that the Republicans can use, it's not just that they have like this top-down structure that you've talked about before. It's that they care a lot about making sure to get the maximum amount of damage out of it. And I feel like with Democrats, not only is there like the issue in the news cycle that's been discussed on stream, it feels like that kind of like not just revealing the harm, but then taking the knife and twisting it and being like, we are going to make sure this hurts as hard as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that like Trump is like rapid firing thing, so it's hard to like keep up with everything. But like, I feel like whenever you say people don't care, I think you're right that Republicans don't care. But to me, it feels also like Democrats don't care enough about exploiting these things as much as possible and as hard as possible, right? Like that. I think that's where some frustration.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like,
that's part of the.
Okay.
It played into Ethan and Mai's thing on Hassan. It plays into the Trump Gavin Newsom thing that people are going to have to figure out eventually. But what happens with these people is, if you accuse them of anything, they go yeah, and then they just move on to the next thing, and then they attack. And at some point, you're mind fucked because you're like, okay, well, fuck. I think do we have to respond to something? And then what happens is because of that system over and over again, Democrats are on defense constantly. But Gavin Newsom is the first person who's finally changed this up into just kind of like being unhinged and like always attack. And now you're starting to see Republicans crying like, oh, well, this account is not professional and I can't believe he's doing all this stuff. Now that we're finally setting the media narrative, the media agenda for the other side to discuss, you know? But yeah, Democrats have had a large, because the problem is that it's that stupid Sartor whatever quote where he's like, only you are obliged to play reasonably, but the anti-Semite doesn't care about that, and he knows that. Like the Republicans know they have no values. They know they don't give a fuck. They know they're hypocrites, but that's why they're always attacking constantly, and it's just so effective for them. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I think, but also like whenever I'm around like Fox News people, like people that watch Fox News and stuff, is like, to me, it feels like they are watching a narrative that just like is winding them up. And I feel like there's this kind of like building to the attack on the Democrats where like, I feel like the Sydney Sweeney thing, I saw Republicans getting mad at it for like a day or two, maybe more, before I really saw them then try and bring it to the liberals, right? It's kind of this thing where like I feel like there's this kind of like proving ground of just.
Well, what are they even getting mad about though? Right? There's nobody to get mad at. No one gave a fuck.
They're. I'm just saying like the Republicans are winding their base up a lot about these things, and then coming to the Democrats, and they've got these people that are so angry and so loud already that then the Democrats are like, oh fuck, these people are like, that's like kind of where the response comes from. And so whenever I see Democrats where they're just like, I don't really see that same kind of energy where they're like, we need to get the base wound up about this. It's like I'm seeing a guy in a suit on a screen try to like hold a politician accountable for something.
Well, yeah, because I think I think
it's a very different energy.
Well, the reason why I think is because of what I said earlier is because Democrats are always on defense. They're always having to answer for, well, why are we triggered about Sydney Sweeney? Why are we trying to get the Cracker Barrel thing changed? Why are we trying to do, ABCDEFG? Why are we trying to do this thing? Whatever the Republicans are saying the Democrats are doing, that's the issue. And so if you're constantly on defense all the time, you don't even have time to get your people wound up. You're constantly playing defense, trying to fight off every single accusation from the right and from the far left.
Sure, but then like whenever I'm looking at like things that like should make people angry, it's kind of this thing like where guys just don't care about homeless men. That's why there's no homeless shelters. It's like, do Democrat voters care enough to get wound up about this? Like I just don't know if like to me it feels like you can bring this stuff to the Democratic base, but people just don't get wound up as much, as intensely as the people on the right.
I think they could. I think it's literally just. I think it's what I said before. I think they can get wound up on it. You just have to You have to pick a thing, and you have to be aggressively and offensively pointed at it. Republicans can get people wound up about literally fucking anything they want. They just have to start spamming the media about it. But we don't have time to get people wound up about anything because we're constantly in receiving and responding mode. Like, oh God, what are the Republicans accusing us now? We have to go and fight on that ground. And as long as they're setting the agenda, of course, there's no way to get mad about any particular thing or to fix any particular thing. And then also, like, if that media environment is played out to some extent, like over time, like that's going to leave some long-term psychological damage and scarring too, right? Where, you know, people do think, oh, both parties must be the same, and the Democrats really did fuck all this stuff up, and Russiagate was horrible, and the COVID lockdowns were horrible, and the freedom of speech was horrible, and like because they believe it after time, you know?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. It really reminds me a lot of kind of this guy. I don't know if you've heard of him in your chat, called Rin Lux, where he just does this fucked up shit. And I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's just so, no, I don't know about any of that drama. I just actually ran into it. But whenever I'm looking at then people that whenever they're engaging with it and they like, you know, that thing where like people they enjoy their anger, they like revel in their anger and things like that, where I don't know if I see that in the Democrats either, right? Like even with this Gavin Newsom thing, it is like truly an ironic action, I feel like, where like I think people are only enjoying the anger and the like kind of the fighting against the Republicans such that like it is a cathartic kind of feeling of like finally punching back. But I worry that this steam is going to come out of it because I don't know if that kind of anger can be maintained on the left.
Maybe,
on the Democrat side.
But one of the really important things to keep in mind is really hard to see opportunity cost. So, for instance, if you do a particular thing, then maybe it seems so. For instance, like playing basketball, after school probably keeps kids from selling drugs. Not because basketball has some magical warding power away from doing drugs or selling drugs or buying drugs, because if you're doing one thing, you're not doing another thing, right? Devil's, what is it? Idle hands are the devil's plaything. If Republicans are getting triggered about Gavin Newsom and his tweets, right, every microsecond that they spend talking about that is another second away from them blaming some trans person or some illegal immigrant for some murder, or talking about another Russiagate hoax, or doing some other thing. So even when this stuff kind of seems inconsequential, I think this is why Republicans have dominated the media environment for so much of the last decade, is even when the shit seems inconsequential, like what dominated the news cycles for the past fucking decade? It was the fucking apparently only one person in all of human history has died to an illegal immigrant, Laken Riley. It was the stupid the trans swimmer girl, and that Riley Gaines, the 5th place one, who turned this into a whole fucking career. The ivermectin hydroxy, like it's always them setting the agenda. Even if you quote unquote win, you're winning on your home territory, right? You're not attacking and winning there. You're defending successfully, and you can't win a fight. Even if you have two of the biggest shields in the world, unless it's Dark Souls, right? You're not going to win that fight. You have to be able to attack at some point, and that's why even when Republicans' attacks miss, it's still fine because they're in the attacking mode and you're in the defending mode. So so I think it's good. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, more Republicans need to be defending, and more Democrats need to be attacking, and I think they're starting to fall in line and follow suit with that. So we'll see.
Last thing before I head out. Do you think that, like, whenever I look at kind of like, I think Gavin's really strong because he's like this, he's kind of this lone figure with like a Democratic support, and he's like attacking really strong. And when I look on the right, I feel like for a long time that was kind of what Trump was. And I see people like now, I think everybody that's trying to like, in the past, everybody that's tried to mimic him and use his energy in the same way have all not really succeeded, or at least just kind of feel like a cheap pretender. Do you think we should have like 10 Gavin Newsoms out there, or should we have like one strong Gavin Newsom, rest of the Democrats are like supporting him and like doing the kind of like they're anti-Republican but letting him like lead the charge on that? How do you feel about that kind of strategy?
So I don't know how coordinated they're on the right. They're quite coordinated. I don't know how coordinated, but they're quite coordinated. One of the things that Charlie Kirk said was winning on like 80-20 issues. I think he called them 80-20 issues. If there are things where your party is just clearly ahead and you have a coordinated media apparatus, you just press that button over and over and over again. So things like the crazy trans stuff, or things like immigration or inflation, if everybody in your party is pushing that button constantly, then all you do is you just amplify and echo every message coming from every other person. So if there's an issue that we think that we're better on, like maybe something related to healthcare, or maybe something related to funding, climate change, energy, infrastructure bill, or whatever, money for cities to rebuild shit, right? That's a thing that every single person should just be pushing the button on over and over again, and everybody else needs to be like amplifying and echoing that attack. The problem is just that on the left, it's all a bunch of like backstabbing, self-criticism stuff over and over again, and then it's just responding to Republican attacks. So you don't even have a chance to put anything out there. So I don't think it matters if Gavin is the only guy doing it. I mean, ideally, if you have like 10 people doing it, there just has to be this greater resonating force between your top and bottom of your media cycle, rather than the arrhythmic fucking heart that's just spasming all over the place and getting nothing done, right? The Republicans are always lockstep on everything. Again, like even if somebody fucks up, like every single Republican is going to carry water for him. Like look at how quickly all of them basically decided to move on from the Epstein stuff. We all said that. We said there's like a million deal breakers, but everybody's like, oh well, this is the thing. I even remember arguing panels on this 2 weeks ago when people said I was too mean, and they're like, no, the Epstein stuff's going to bury him. It's like, nah, they don't give a fuck because they all moved on from it, and they all agreed to move on from it. That's the important thing.
Okay. Yeah,
but imagine how fucked the Republicans would be right now, like if Charlie Kirk or if Fox News or if like the big alternative media people, imagine if they were still pushing hard on the Epstein stuff. The Republican Party would start to look pretty weak. It would look bad. There would be a lot of continuity. But the only people pushing on it are like these kind of like outer perimeter figures that aren't really cleanly aligned with the party, like Fuentes or like Candace Owens. Everybody else has agreed to move on,
Yeah. So then you don't think it's a sense of like, okay, like these are all things added on, and at a certain, like, I don't think this, but like I've heard people say like, well, the Epstein thing's really bad and this stuff's really bad, and each one, they're slowly bleeding people, and eventually it's going to be too much, and then it's going to all fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
You think that the people that are like, I can't, like Rob Knorr, I think posted something where he's like, well, I'm no longer a Trump supporter because Trump said he doesn't want people that believe in the Epstein files to support him, so I guess I'm no longer a Trump supporter. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Is that true? Is he actually no longer a Trump supporter? I know he said that a long time ago,
something
but
like that. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back to it. So you think it's like people are like making their public statements about like, actually I'm a morally principled person, but then later just come back and support Trump anyways?
I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to say. Rob is like, that's like a very online political person, so maybe he might be a little bit atypical. But I mean, I do think that Trump has caused damage to his movement. It's not as much as I'd like to see, obviously, but he has caused damage to it. We'll see, I guess, in a few weeks. Or, I'm sorry, in a few months, I guess, come midterms or whatever, yeah. Keep in mind, too, that Rob has an easy out since Trump can't run again. Rob is still going to vote, like, down the line Republican, no matter what.
He shouldn't run again, I agree.
Yeah, he's old as fuck, but we'll see.
Oh, God. Yeah, all right, well, I'll stop avoiding putting my time in. Have a good night, man.
I love you, be careful, bye.
Love you too.
Because people go to Europe to buy drugs, and they come back with drugs, prescription drugs, normal, I don't mean the bad drugs, I mean prescription drugs, because you can buy them for 10%, 15%, 20% of what. So they're going to go up in price. And I told the countries, and I get along good with all of them. I mean, you could ask I get along good with all of them. But I said, I told them, you're going to go up a little bit because it's the world. It's the world. So more people in the world than we have. We're going to go down a lot, and they're going to go up a little. And it's called equalization. We're going to have equalization. So we pay the same price as the lowest drug sold anywhere in the world. And I think, Bobby, that's going to happen pretty soon. The companies are ready for it.
Wait, I thought he had an autism thing in here. Does he think midterms are in a few months? Yes. Midterms are next November, right?
Interventions now that are clearly almost...
And some other countries. That's great, Bobby. Bobby, autism, if I could I don't want to go too long because we have a lot of people, but the autism is such a tremendous horror show, what's happening in our country and some other countries, but mostly our country. How are you doing on that?
We are doing very well. We will have announcements as promised in September. We're finding certain interventions now that are clearly, almost certainly causing autism. And we're going to be able to address those in September.
It's such a big day. I'm looking forward to that day because there's something wrong when you see the kind of numbers that you have today versus 20 years ago. And
the sad thing is, don't get like super mindfucked by this. There probably are, I feel like I read that list, some kind of environmental things that might be causing a higher degree of autism. It's just probably not vaccines. I don't think there's ever been good, evidence presented ever of that. So it's just like, it might be an issue that's worth looking into, but we can't because we're fixated on fucking vaccines, I guess.
Those numbers, what are those numbers, Bob?
Well, in 1970, the biggest epidemiological study in history was done in Wisconsin. They looked at 900,000 children, and they were looking for autism. They knew what it looked like, and they were very, very precise about it, and they found an incident rate of 0.7, in other words, less than 1 per every 10,000 children. Today, our most recent numbers are 1 every 31 kids. It's probably actually much worse than that because California, which has the best collection system, is reporting 1 out of every 19 children, now American children, has autism, 1 in every 12.5 boys. So it's gone from less than 1 in 10,000 in 1970 to 1 in 12.5 boys.
Look at those numbers. So there has to be something artificially causing this, meaning a drug or something. And I know you're looking very strongly at different things, and I hope you can come out with that as soon as possible. So
Yeah, we'll see.
But the city of Chicago's had a chance to vote for Donald Trump 3 times, and he lost by 80% each of the 3 times that he was on the ballot. I think if Donald Trump wants to get involved heavily in issues somewhere else, he should go look at red states, because Donald Trump doesn't have any urgency to deal with Louisiana, which is the murder capital of the United States. He doesn't have anything to say about Oklahoma, which has the worst schools in the nation. Doesn't have anything to say about Arkansas,
Mike,
which has the highest
those are crime-ridden too. Those are crime-ridden too. And if the mayor
when's
wants
Donald
to
Trump going
invite
to do
Donald
something
Trump
about the
to
crime
go in
rid
there
that's
and do
happening
it.
in Republican
Chicago's a little bigger than Baton Rouge, Mike. Okay, and you live in Chicago, and you should care.
I do.
Did you hear my friend out there in the monologue talking about her cousin, her uncle, her niece? They're all dead, Mike. You care
All of them? What? Did she have like a family of assassins? What the fuck?
about that at all? Your
I
mayor
care about
doesn't
that.
care. Your mayor doesn't want any backup. They're offering them more cops, more guards.
Why do they all act like all autism is the same? There's varying severities. Not all autistic people are the same. I honestly think I would have to read more. I need to read an article on that. Does Scott Alexander have something? I don't know why it's called autism spectrum disease or autism spectrum disorder, because there is so much different, there are so many different types of autism that I don't know why they would be considered even in the same category of the thing, right? Like a guy who has like light Asperger's, you might not even realize has autism, versus people that literally can't even make eye contact and they just stare straight ahead, versus like people who are like flailing and trying to kill people around them because they're so out of control are all considered like ASD. I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy that all of it is considered the same disease, or they don't have like a different name for different things.
They're offering him more cops, more guard, and he says, no, more housing. What the hell's wrong with him?
Hey, listen, I care about the crime that happens in Chicago, but I also care about making sure that people feel safe. And I know that I'm not going to feel safe in my city if when I take my son to school, I have to drive by a tank. I know I'm not going to feel safe if when I take him to a ball game, I'm...
You don't like Trump tanks?
I'm going to see armed military members.
Okay, does
There's
that
a way
scare
to do
you to
Hey,
see a
hang on,
tank,
Jesse.
Mike?
Can I finish my
Does
point?
that scare
Can
you?
Jesse.
I'd be
can I
more
finish my
scared
point,
of
though?
strays, but go ahead.
Is that everyone? It's that everyone is on the spectrum. It's by retard made a huge comeback. Well, yeah, but like, why even? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like disease names are like when they just call it all the same thing. It's more confusing than not. What did we see this happen in real time? When did Trump learn about the whales? Why does he care so much about the whales? Was this on a Joe Rogan episode?
Energy. I've been representing commercial fishermen for 40 years. They are so excited about what you're doing, Mr. President, because their fisheries are being wiped out. As soon as they begin construction, the groundfish fisheries just disappear. The fish leave the area. They've killed 160 whales in the last 2 years. They're wiping out the whale population, the Atlantic whale population, the big whales, the minkies, the gray whale, or the humpback whales, the right whales. And you are going to save the whales on the East Coast because of this. And you're going to save these economies. They're based upon commercial fishing. I'll say one other thing about fishing.
Like, is it really the case that windmills kill more whales than like oil rigs? Not to be, I like fossil fuels still. I think it's good to do it. But what is that one movie, Deep Oil Horizon or whatever, or Deep whatever the fuck? Like, don't these things explode and have accidents and shit sometimes that kill things? Like, does that not happen? Are the whales immune from that, from the oil rig damage? Or just from fishermen? Yeah.
Yesterday.
Jesus. Ethan desperately tries to get his crew to engage. Oh, because it's about his son.
Right? I don't. It's under.
Jesus. Oh, I played 5 Brian Tyler Cohen videos earlier today, guys. True. Listen, I have it downloaded. I'm I've got the DLC even. Okay, it's here. All right. They would say based. The Deepwater Horizon spill was caused by windmill-induced deep water currents ripping apart the borehole, though. Is that true? Yes, sure. Did you order a controller? Yeah, it's here tomorrow morning.
This guy's insane.
Oh, I dare you. Motherfucker, I dare you.
YouTube, angry Korean gamer almost kills a friend during a stream. Oh no. This shit is fucked up. What platform were they streaming on? Is this Twitch or? Wait, 30 seconds? Is that the... Why? Why would you ever do this? Why would you ever do this? Okay, I don't think I can watch this. Jesus. It's a YouTube video? That's wild. That's crazy. He's trying to test the Epstein theory, maybe, and see where the bruises are when the guy dies. Kick faces a $49 million fine after French streamer Jean Pormenove dies on air. Could be hit with a penalty. Okay, so this... Australia is investigating. Twitch isn't in Korea, remember, Dork? What, you don't think Koreans could stream anywhere but in Korea?
The tattoos in the though, the tattoos in the gold tooth attract a lot of hate from basically, I need to come up with another word to describe it because I hate to necessarily lump them all together, but I essentially just want to say the incel community. Because there's something about it, incel, that I feel like properly describes a group of people that have not discovered self-expression. And they're like nervous about being like too performative and being like, I don't know, being themselves. Hit me up to fix your bitrate. I might do that. But those are the ones that seem to be like hella attracted to the idea of like my tattoos being the worst thing ever or my gold tooth being a problem. Everyone else just, it's a cool little accoutrement that, 99% of the time isn't even worth talking about. They hate it because you look cool. Okay. Well, I think it does go a little bit deeper than that. I just think they haven't, like, fucking... I would venture to guess that a lot of these people who hate on tattoos or whatever, they literally haven't gotten to the point where they can do different self-expression with their clothes, let alone their skin.
Okay. Jesus. Stop, no! Twitch's viewership takes a massive hit after cracking down on viewbots. Isn't all the viewership back to normal? Like after one day, they figured it out again. I mean, all the viewers came back again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me turn it off.
Why?
It's broken. What?
What happened?
What happened is this guy right here just soaked me and her.
Oh yeah,
It's not okay.
I just seen him right now. That he's in a mess.
Stay here with mommy and pay attention. You understand? And you're going back in the. You have their.
Oh no, this is my expensive equipment.
Yeah?
I walk around and I journal everything.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call the police because I don't approve this.
No, but I'm not. Whoa.
No, get away from me. No, I don't care. Get away. Get away.
Why would you try to apologize?
That's not my friend. I told you he's sick.
I feel like if it's still not okay, but if you wanted to do pranks like this, like you should at least have like $500 to give the person after you spray them down or something. Like otherwise, how do you expect people to not just call the cops on you? You're literally just fucking this person's day up. What the fuck?
This guy just soaked me with a hose, please.
Me?
No. The one in the break. They don't usually do that. I'm hearing when somebody just soaked me with a hose.
This is assault, is it not? Pretty sure it is.
I told you a long time ago. Go.
And inside the Home Depot, he actually just was like.
He didn't see you, ma'am.
No, he did see me.
No, I didn't see
He
you.
got
That's-
me, and they were recording on a.
No, he didn't see you, baby.
125-055.
Did anything happen? Did they get arrested? Allegedly the fastest cat in all of Indonesia. How do they know? Do they have cat races? I feel like you can't just claim that title. Wait. He wasn't even that fast. The white cat was like faster than him, kind of. And then he chills. I don't think that cat's that fast. He does have a very mean looking expression though, which I approve of. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Look at that. Oh my god. I was almost turned into a statistic today. If anyone can make out the license plate, please let me know. You know, like if you survive, you're a statistic too, right? Just in the other direction. No! Now that's a fast boy. Damn. Jesus. What happened? Did she make way less money streaming now? Why did Extra Emily get a different car? I'm just kidding. Jokes. Nice.
Hey, yo, did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
Streamer found out that she can't go through doors.
And you feel like, maybe chat, it's time to go for a swim.
Ah!
Did I fucking walk into... It's time to go for a swim. Ah! Did I fucking walk into a wall? Oh, it hurt so much. I walked into the door. I'm just a... Oh my god.
I feel like for some of these doors, I feel like I've run into a couple like this before. I feel like some of these are... There must be like multiple people a day getting zinged by these. Did you react to that Rampage dude's kid fucking that guy up? Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
Are you Radiohead?
Streamer throws child repeatedly.
Bro, get away! Look at that's it! That's the shot! Yes! Oh my god!
What?
Dude, it's cinema the whole way down! Look at... Oh my god. Look at him go!
Okay.
Der Kerl gibt uns noch den Rest. Hab ich nicht verraten eben. Wie wäre das schön, wenn ich nur schwimmen könnte? Ihr müsst so schnell sein, jedes Mal.
Rip. Okay, tomorrow I'll be earlier, guys, I promise. Oh, we'll do the Ethan. I'll look up all that shit tonight. Toad, ride, tattoo, bar, mole, foot, heel, badger, rat, hairy, step, scar, creep, piercing, bug, skunk. Okay, you can badger somebody, bug them, ride them, right? Rat, hairy, step, creep, piercing, scar, skunk them? No. Badger and bug, right? Hairy. This is not it. This is not a thing. Skunk somebody? No. What a wasted guess. And it's going to be one off. God damn it. God damn it. Badger, bug, ride. Toad somebody? Tattoo somebody? Bar somebody? Mole somebody, foot somebody, foot the bill, bar, heel somebody, rat somebody, hairy somebody, step, scar, creep, and piercing. Oh, distinguishing marks at least. Hold on, we'll come back to this. Like a tattoo, a mole, a scar, and a piercing. Okay. This was one away. Bug. Heel. Hairy. Oh my god. Step stool, toadstool, footstool, and a bar stool. Oh my god, easy, boom. Okay. And then... Ryan, badger. Bug. This is not it. Rat, creep, hairy, heel. Are these like song names? Stop creeping on me, bro. Stop healing me. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh my god, rat, badger, bug, skunk. Things that are like small and scare people? Ah! A real jerk. A creep, a heel? Oh, like playing the heel? Come on. A rat? Who says that anymore? And a skunk? That guy's a skunk. Really? Who says that? And pester. You can badger somebody, bug somebody. Stop riding me, dude. Harry? He's harrying me. Stop harrying me, man. What does that even... What does that mean? Boom. 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 Fuck. 25 seconds. No! 20 seconds. Easy. Okay. What a stupid shit. Easy. Fuck. Fuck. Are there ever multiple solutions to the same one? Or is it always like there's only one way to solve it? What? Okay. 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 Holy shit, I saw through the fucking Matrix on this one. I think I might actually be in the Matrix in this one. Maybe. Wait. Maybe. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. No, not that. Oh no, wait, yeah, that. Is it? Oh my fucking god. Holy shit! I feel like I can throw up a 960 right now. Hold on. God damn it. Fuck this broken keyboard. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow. Be careful. Stay safe.